Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, and then we're going to talk about XRP, and then also the current sell-off. The monthly chart is looking good. It is just about July 10th, 2019, just about 9:45 p.m. Sorry for the delay. I just wanted to make sure the sound check is good. Okay, I just got home, so and then I wanted to give you guys a short live stream, right? So as you can see on the screen, but we're going to start off with BTC, and then we're going to take a look at the lower time frame, mostly 4 hour and 1 hour time frame, because it is incredible what we talked about like less than 24 hours ago when BTC was like 12.7. I told you guys we're not gonna break 13, right? We broke 13, but 13 was just about like 0.786, but I wouldn't be waiting for the exact number. So we talked about it, and then I said I don't wait for the exact number because the sell-off gonna be nasty. If you didn't watch that live stream, make sure to go and watch it. It's only like 9 minutes, guys. It's only 9 minutes. So, but let's go ahead and start off with the lower time frame so we can get this live stream out of the way. Okay, so let's start off with the 4 hour time frame, and then we're gonna recap what we talked about less than 24 hours ago. So it is looking great right now as far as like a reversal pattern, but I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. Okay, don't get fooled. Okay, don't get fooled by this 4 hour candle being like so bullish. So what we talked about last time, okay, we said I'm going to take a look at the chart room before to make sure the sound is correct. All right, let's make sure. Okay, we talked about BTC making this we got this ABC correction, and then we've been looking for this another wave to the upside, guys. Most people have been looking for the inverse head and shoulder. So we've been looking for this ABC correction to the upside. All right, and then we said BTC gonna make another ABC correction to the downside. So we're just not gonna be talking about like getting into details, but we're looking for this ABC correction to the downside. So we're not sure yet if this A correction is completed, but we're gonna go into the details and see like if the A wave is completed. What I mean by the A wave, this one, okay, this wave to the downside, that's what I mean. We're not sure if it is completed yet, but it could be completed, but we're just gonna have to look at it into details. I haven't taken a look at the chart so far. Okay, almost like the last, let's say the last 12 hours, I haven't taken a look at the chart in details. So that's what we're looking for. And if you want to be very technical and then you want to be correct, you could be looking for W, X, and Y. Okay, W, X, and Y. So that's what we've been looking for since like BTC was at 14K, guys. That's when BTC was 14K. So if you don't know, like we've been looking for this, you would be anticipating this, like you're going to be like, oh, we got inverse head and shoulder. Okay, but this inverse head and shoulder, whenever you get a WXY correction, 9 out of 10 you're going to get an inverse head and shoulder. Okay, because you got to think about it, right? You got 3 wave, okay, going up and down, right? So like this, okay, you got up, you got A, B, C, right? Let me change the color now. And then you're looking for another ABC, guys. We've been talking about this since the 27th, guys. Remember the 27th? That's when we topped out like at 14K. So, but people have been looking for inverse head and shoulder. All right. So you would be looking for another ABC. I'm just gonna make it. So you would be looking for another A, B, and C, right? And then finally you're gonna look for another ABC. Okay. Don't pay attention to the proportionality. It is just for illustration. Okay. You're gonna look for another ABC. So we have completed this move, just about this area, and then we've been looking for this move, and then we just got it now. Okay, so now we're looking for this correction, the final correction, right? But at the same time, we just have to be careful. Okay, we don't want to be too sure. Okay, we're looking for this move right now. Okay, we're looking for this move, so hopefully it makes sense, because that's what we've been looking for since the 27th. So you just have to bear with me. All right, so let's take a look at it right now. Okay, this B correction, so we're just going to focus on this area. All right, the final wave. So we don't care about anything about this area anymore, right? So what are we expecting, right? So most people are going to be saying, oh, we got this wave, and then we're going to look for 50% pullback. Okay, it's correct. You almost have 50% pullback, and then we called for this move. If you join the Telegram group, as soon as we got to like 11.5, I say like basically gonna push back up to 12.1 to 12.3, and then that's what we exactly did, right? So we got this move, okay, this move, but this move is not, it is not a clear wave yet. It is still a straight line. Okay, so what I'm expecting, right, a better wave down to like a 0.618. all right, we're going to be looking for this wave down to 0.618. all right, so you would be looking for another 10% drop at least, right, before we get a corrective wave to the upside, because we're not getting any wave. Okay, that's a 4-hour time frame, so we're not getting any wave. So you would be looking for a retest of just about like 0.618 is just about like 11, right, 11.1 to 11.2 in that range, right, 11.1 to 11.2 in that range, right. That's a 4-hour time frame, so keep that in mind. And then we're going to look for this drop later on. Okay, we're going to look for this drop, okay, which is going to be A, B, C. All right, let me just write it down. I got ugly handwriting. A, B, that's C, right? Supposed to be right here. Okay, so let's get this ugly A just about this area. All right, so that's what you're looking for, guys. That's what we're looking for. So I don't think we have completed A yet. Okay, so if you're looking for a cheaper BTC, you still can get it just about like 11K. All right, just about 11K. So, and I say don't wait. I told you guys, don't wait for 11.7 again. Don't wait for 11, because we're not sure if you're gonna break a protect your capital. You're not sure if you're gonna break a 13, right? Even though we broke 13, but you don't want to, you don't care about $100, after BTC is above like a $13,000, $100 is not even like 1%. So you just have to keep that in mind. So you have to protect your capital. And then I told you guys we also got like a 1-to-1 extension. I just don't want to go back talk about this wave, because we already talked about it on my last live stream, and we said this wave is like almost 80% completed, because I wasn't sure if you're gonna break 14K. So we talked about it. So look for this wave. Okay, look for this corrective move. Okay, look for this corrective move now. So hopefully we're gonna complete this WXY perfectly, and that's what I'm anticipating. We've been anticipating it since like the 26, 27 after BTC hit like 14K, guys, 14K. So 14K. So let's take a look at the lower time frame now. We're gonna take a look at the hourly time frame, because the hour 45 minutes. Okay, you take a look at the 45 minutes. When that's a golden opportunity, right? That's a golden opportunity. That's the first time we're retesting the 45 minutes after we completed the wave to the X wave up to like the 13K. So I told you guys, whenever the 45 minutes is oversold, if you've been watching me, that's a golden opportunity. Okay, that's a golden opportunity. Whenever 45 minutes is oversold, even like when I called for like a BTC is about to reverse, BTC was like at like 11.5, the 45 minutes was completely oversold, guys, completely oversold. So that's another golden opportunity, but you're just gonna have to wait for the 45 minutes to double bottom. Okay, you're just gonna have to wait for the 45 minutes to double bottom. All right, don't be in rush this time. It's a golden opportunity, but wait. All right, let's wait for the 45 minutes to double bottom again. And then this strategy been working well for us since like we started the uptrend, so we're just gonna have to stay with it until it fails. But as up to now, it is working well. We just got this 500%, I mean not 500, but almost like 600 points, guys, after this 45 minutes was oversold, guys. So let's take a look at the the lower time frame in a better way, right? So what you're looking for right now, we got this move to the downside. We got this A, right? You could be looking for a B wave up to like even 12.5, right? 12.4, but don't be fooled for it, because that's just gonna be the first wave. I told you guys like we're gonna drop down like to just about like 11, so that's gonna be the first wave. So let me just show you again, because I told you on the 45 minutes you're gonna get an ABC correction, and within this ABC correction you're gonna get another ABC correction, right? So if you pay clear attention at the beginning of the live stream, I told you we're gonna get A, B, C correction, right? So but this A wave gonna get like a 3 wave, okay? You could be anticipating like a zigzag within this A wave. So that's what we're trying to attempt. That's what we're attempting to make right now. So don't get fooled by like BTC going up like a 12.4 to 12.5. It is very possible, but you don't want to, you know, you don't want to mess with it. Basically, you don't want to mess with it. You don't want to mess with it unless you know what you're doing. You can ride it up to like a 12K. It is very risky, but you know, better. It is better to wait at 11, and then you're gonna try to ride it like up to like even 12,000. All right, and then drop it down like to roughly like a 97 to a 10.4 in that range. Okay, 97 to 10.4. So, and then the target for 97 is nothing but this wave. We're targeting this wave. Okay, we're targeting this wave. All right, this wave, just about to say it. We're targeting this way, a 1-to-1 extension at the most. Okay, a 1-to-1 extension gonna take us just about 8,800, right? So but we said like BTC could be retracing just about like 80%, 60% to 80% of this wave. All right, so 60% to 80% of this wave gonna be just about like a 97, all right, which is like the previous support. So when you take your extension tool, like 14, 10.4, 13, right? So you can see because I just put the arrow in there. You can see like this 80% pullback. All right, you can see like a 0.786 is exactly at 9,700, guys. Exactly at 97. So it is in blue, so I'm not sure if you guys gonna see it, but this blue line you're seeing just about this area, that's 0.786 pullback of this the first sell-off from 14K to 10.4. all right, so but 1-to-1 extension gonna be 8,800, guys. We talked about it like a couple days ago when I told you like we could be retracing down to this area, right? So BTC was almost at 1,300, guys. So most of you wouldn't believe it. So when I told you like the first hour, right, like a couple days ago, on the hourly time frame, we got like a 16,000 trading volume. All right, 16,000 trading volume on the 26th when we started the drop. And then I told you yesterday we got a 15.4 thousand trading volume. So that's the second biggest trading volume since like the 26th. So it is pretty significant, but most people weren't paying attention. So they just said like, oh, it's gonna keep going up. All right, but look for, you know, for the long term, like within the next 5 to 7 days, I would be looking for like a BTC within this range, 97 to 8,800, right? 97 to 8,800. But I don't think we're gonna get it today. So, but anything can happen. But I don't think we're gonna get it. You know, we're gonna get it today. So keep that in mind very shortly. What's up, Johnny Bull? Thanks a lot, Johnny Bull. Man, I told you like you don't want to lose any money within this range, guys. I told you like right after we drop like to just about this area of 12,000. I told you don't want to lose any money because all BTC is doing is just corrective, okay? But people are gonna make you like, if you didn't follow the channel, right? You probably don't know, like, you know, we called for this, but people only saw this inverse head and shoulder. But if you follow the channel, you know we're gonna drop, all right? You knew like we're gonna drop, all right? But people just saw this inverse head and shoulder. They be like, oops, inverse head and shoulder, okay? And then they're gonna make you believe like, check this out, right? They're gonna come back and tell you, oh, we broke the neckline and then we came back, retested. All right, that's what they're gonna tell you. All right, but don't let that fool you, guys. It is not coming back to retest it. We already broke it. All right, we already broke it. We already broke it. So we already broke it. So, but look for this 97 to 8,800. But we have to get it as soon as possible. We cannot get it like before end of the month. It'll look bad because we're just gonna take a look at the weekly time frame. What's up, JP? Thanks a lot, man. Make sure to join the Telegram group if you haven't. Roadrunner. How did you get my chart handle to highlights? I don't understand your question, Roadrunner. Oh, okay, you're talking to Johnny Bull. All right. So let's take a look at the weekly, guys. The weekly is looking very interesting, guys. Most people are going to be panicking very shortly. But BTC is extra. It is still bullish, guys. Even though we're correcting, we're still bullish. So don't be fooled, okay? You just want some cheaper BTC, right? So you take a look at the weekly time frame. We're not looking bad at all, right? Even though like we're getting some rejection, we're not looking bad on the bigger time frame. All right, we're not looking bad. It doesn't look bad on all. It doesn't look bad at all on Nakanashi, because we're still getting like a smooth tail, right? Smooth tail. So let's say we don't get a 10-4, 10,000 to 10-4 this week. The smooth tail not gonna change, right? Because we could be sitting just about 12K for the rest of the week, which I think we're not going to, but you never know. But we could be sitting in that range, and then it's not going to change much about the weekly time frame on the Nakanashi, and then we're still going to get the this smooth uptrend. And next week we could get like the volatility. All right, so next week we could get the volatility. But as up to now, even though we dropped like almost like 1,500 points, we're not seeing like a lot of volatility on the Nakanashi. All right, we're not seeing a lot of volatility on the Nakanashi. So we could be seeing this volatility before end of the week, or as early as next week. So because we got a lot of volume coming in anyway, we should be getting like a lot more volume this week. We already got like on the weekly, let's take a look at it, regular candles. On the weekly we already got like what 250, right? 250,000 trading volume this week alone. Last week we got 500,000, so you can expect like to get like another 250,000 trading volume before Sunday. So it's gonna it is gonna be a lot of volatility, guys. It is going to be a lot of volatility. So let's say like BTC gets like 250,000 trading volume from the current price of 12,000. So it is gonna shift the momentum at least 1,000 point, to the upside or 1,000 point to the downside. So but since like we're anticipating BTC to drop like to 10,000, we could be saying like at least for the short term we could be anticipating another shooting star. All right, since we pretty much like saying BTC gonna correct, because you cannot say like BTC gonna correct and then you're anticipating before end of the week to get like a full body candle. So that'll be extremely bullish, but I don't think like we're gonna drop down to like a 10,000 this week and get back up to like a 13,000. That require like another 500,000 trading volume. 250,000 trading volume cannot do that alone. All right, you got to keep that in mind. You cannot do it. So it means like we're gonna get like 700,000 trading volume, and I don't think we're gonna get a 700,000 trading volume for the rest of the week. Okay, not for the rest of the week, but this week. So I don't think we're gonna get it. So we can expect at least to get a shooting star this week, right? Another like a rejection just like that this week. We could, right? When you take a look at the volume, basically. All right, so when you take a look at the volume, so it is sitting at, excuse me, oops, it is sitting the price is just about like 12,000, but like I said, don't be fooled, okay? Don't get tricked by this push to the upside. So let's take a look at the monthly. The monthly chart is not looking bad. We're still getting it's not a undecided candle, but since like BTC dropping, that's the only reason we're getting this type of candle. But we have to reject after we get back to like a 10,000 level. We have to reject and reject the selling pressure and get back up to 13, at least 12K, right? At least 12K. So we have to close at least 12K if BTC like wants to like keep the momentum, right? So on the monthly time frame, we have to close above 12K. We have to close, I said it like since like the the first this month, we have to close at least 11.8. all right. So but since like we push like all the way up to 13, so we have to close now above 12K, or at least 12K. Keep that in mind in order to keep the same format. All right, because we can do it like if BTC drops like down to let's say 10K to 9,700, with the volume we're going to be getting for the rest of the month, we can push back up to 13, even like 13. All right, even 13K. So because we're gonna get a lot of volumes this month, okay, up to like a 1.8 to 2 million trading volumes this month. So the volatility gonna be a lot. So let's take a look at the these moving averages. So when you take a look at your 150 and then your 600 moving averages, we're about to get a crossover. So it is still bullish, even though we're dropping. Like as soon as we get this crossover, you can expect like BTC to turn bullish again. Okay, so it could take like another week or so to get this bullish crossover, and then you can expect like BTC to start turning bullish again, right? By that time we could come back down just about this area of 10K. all right, 10K. So but BTC for the long term is bullish. All we're doing is correction. Okay, all it is doing is just correction. So all it is doing is just correction. It is just correction. So it is looking nice on the Hack and Ash, you guys. This correction looking nice on the Hack and Ash. All right, 1, 2, and 3, just about there. So pretty much, guys, pretty much. Okay, the 21 EMA weekly. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I used to use the 21 and 13 EMA. I don't know why I don't use it anymore. But the 21 and 13 are pretty good, especially for the volatility. They are pretty good tool, right? So I need to get back using but I like to use the 21 and then the 13 like to find the top, right? But let's hide this one. So the weekly 21, but right now we too close to the 21, so most likely we could get some support from the 21, but we're gonna break it, guys. We're gonna break it this time. We're gonna break it. We're gonna break the 21 because we got so much volatility like right now, and then this, if BTC like breaks 14K, it is gonna make a move like we're not familiar with it, like this. It is gonna make a move we're not familiar with. Okay, so just break 14K just like that. I don't think it's gonna break 14K. It's gonna do this, okay, and give you this double bottom, and then we're gonna push to the upside. So every single flat correction we got previously looks the same, okay, just like this. All right, we got this move like from like 83 to 6K. We got this move, okay. You guys remember like the first week of June, right? That was my first video back, right? June 4th. I told you BTC is going to 9,500, guys. So because we completed this flat correction, all right. And then you can go back like to 4,000 level. We got the same corrective move, all right. Same thing, guys. Same thing, guys. Same thing, all right. So same thing, guys. So we're gonna be getting the same corrective move most likely. I don't see like BTC breaking to the upside without getting this corrective move. All right, so it is just correction, guys. It is nothing, so let's not be panicking. It is just correction. So look for this, that somewhere around here, and then we're gonna double bottom and push to the upside. So you go back to the 45 minutes on the stock R side. So it is looking bullish, right? But it is gonna make this noise, guys. It's just gonna double bottom, all right? It's gonna double bottom. It is gonna double bottom, just like this one we got from this area, just like this one. just like this one. When BTC came back down to like a 10.7, that's the first time we came back down to the not the first time, but from like 14K we came back down to you know, oversold, and then a double bottom again. So if you like, you just rely on that, and then you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be thinking like we're gonna break 14K, but that's the first touch. So look for the double bottom, and then the double bottom gonna give you your B wave. All right, just like this. Okay, push to the upside, the double bottom gonna give you this wave. Okay, that's what you got in this area. So you could be looking for, you know, BTC to you know, be looking like this, and then like that. Okay, somewhere around here. So, and then the R side gonna be moving sideways like this, and then give you a double bottom somewhere around in this area. So no time frame. Okay, no time frame. It's just illustration, for illustration. So right, so let's take a look at XRP, because something very interesting happened with XRP, because as soon as BTC started to drop, XRP started to drop. So which is kind of weird, right? So if you're new to the content, make sure to join the Telegram group. The link is in the chat room. So take a look at XRP. We started to we got a big sell-up, guys. We got a big sell-up down like to like almost like 27, right? 2700. But we said like next support for XRP gonna be just about mid 2000, just about 2200. So we could be expecting like some further sell-off. It's not gonna be a big deal. It is just people are gonna be accumulating. All right, it is not gonna be a big deal. So we're still dropping to the downside. We said like XRP you know, gonna make this move. We didn't even get the chance to push back up. We just get the sell off, right? And then we're looking down to 2200, right? We're not quite there yet, but we could be getting there very shortly. All right, we could be getting there very shortly, especially like if BTC wants to push back up to like a 12.5 in that range. You know, we could you know, get back down to like a 2200. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. Okay, the 50-day on okay, I'm gonna change it to a 21 EMA and see. Most of the time I use 21 EMA. I don't know why I changed it like to to MA, because so the weekly, when you take a look at the weekly, we could definitely get to a 2200 very shortly. The R side is not looking any healthy. Okay, it is not looking any healthy. It is looking very accumulative. All right, so it is just telling us it is accumulate XRP basically. All right, accumulate as much you can, guys. Let's accumulate as much we can on XRP. The volume is decreasing. Price is you know, decreasing. That's not a good sign. All right, I know it's not a good sign. Most people are going to be like, the volume is decreasing and price is decreasing. No, because all of a sudden you're going to get a big volume for the final capitulation. Okay, so you could be anticipating a very big volume to be coming in, right? A weekly volume is going to, you know, create a lot of panics, and the price could be dropping below even 2000. I'm bullish about XRP, but guys, I'm just telling you what I see on the chart, right? It doesn't mean like XRP not going to go up. So the volume is decreasing and price is decreasing. It is not a good sign. All right, if the volume was increasing, if the volume was decreasing and price is increasing, that would be a good sign. All right, but the opposite is not, at least for the short term, right? At least for the short term. But if like we get a increasing volume and then a decreasing prices, you know, I'm gonna be more comfortable, because I know like it is a direct correlation, you know, so it's no divergence. So but you know, we could be looking for, you know, low 2000s. All right, low 2000 for the next support for XRP. So let's take a look at XRP USD. Yeah, maybe that's true. They probably been pushing BTC higher to you know, get some XRP. That's a valid that's a very valid reason. But you take a look at the BTC value for XRP, not the BTC value, but dollar value for XRP. It is on the weekly time frame. It is holding strong, right? It is holding strong. It hasn't, you know, we just got a support from the 50 EMA. That's a 21. That's a 21 EMA. So we just got a rejection from the 21 EMA. Now let's change it to the 50. That's the EMA, not EMA. Right. So we just we attempting to stay above the 50 EMA. So hopefully we're not going to be closing below the below the 50 EMA, because right now we're sitting just about 37.7, right? So cents, 37.7 cents, right? 37 cents, right? So hopefully we're not going to be breaking below 37 cents, but it all depends on BTC, all right? It all depends on BTC, because BTC could be if XRP doesn't get, get back up versus BTC and decide to drop down to 2200, and BTC drops to 10K, most likely, right, we're gonna break this area. I don't want to do the math right now, but it is gonna break it, okay? Because if you're dropping versus BTC and BTC is dropping, your dollar value gonna drop, okay? So most likely we're gonna break it, and then this could create a double bottom, like just about like could be in this range of 31 to 32 cents. Let's say 30 cents, right? If BTC like a drop to 10K and XRP decides to drop to 2200 versus BTC, you can do the math, okay? So you could be looking for another 15% drop, so at least. But I'm not anticipating it. I'm hoping like XRP gonna hold strong within this channel and then give us a another move to the upside and retest like 55 cents. But let's see. Let's see how BTC gonna be performing. Okay, how BTC gonna be performing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, Johnny Bull. So, but let's hope XRP not gonna break this area of this channel. Okay, this 37.35 cents. All right, but if it does, it is just gonna give us more opportunity to accumulate XRP, because you got to think about it, guys. Litecoin been up 7x, was up like almost 7x, like from like low $20 to like mid 145. All right, XRP hasn't done anything like this whole year. Basically, like we've been like just about like 36 cents right around like December. I think we went up to 50 cents, right? So that's not even like, that's about like just about 60% up this whole year, like the highest we went up. So you can expect at least like 7 to 10x XRP before end of the year if you're patient enough, right? It's not a financial advice, but the way you read the market is it has to make sense. XRP cannot be number 3 this whole bear market, right? Almost 18 months for XRP, you're still number 3, right? And you're still up, you're only up like about like 20%, guys, and you're still number 3. So, and coins like Litecoin, they've been up like almost 800%, guys, like 700%, whatever. So you got to keep that in mind, guys. You got to keep that in mind. Right now, I'd rather buy XRPs and buy Litecoin. Basically, Litecoin getting a lot of, good news, the halving coming in, stuff like that. But I'd rather buy XRP at number 3 position, only like 20% up this whole year, than buy like a, Litecoin like almost like over 500% up, in number 4, number 5 position. So you just have to keep that in mind. Just have to keep that in mind. So don't let the same thing that happened to you with Litecoin. You didn't buy Litecoin at $20 and then Litecoin went up to 150 almost. You're gonna miss XRP at 30 cents, 35 cents, and XRP gonna hit like a $3, and you're gonna be like, man, when XRP gonna drop? Okay, when XRP gonna drop? Just like what happened to BTC. Okay, the market doesn't give you a XRP is not gonna give you a warning, guys. It is just giving you time to accumulate. That's it. Okay, time to accumulate. That's it. That's all you got. Accumulate and put it on the wallet, right? Accumulate, guys. Accumulate XRP as much you can, because I don't want to, like we talked about BTC when BTC was 3,500. I know it took some time, like from February, like no, I started talking about like 10k BTC like late December, guys. If you go on my early YouTube videos, I know the sound quality is really bad, but you can get the concept. Like we've been talking about 10k BTC when BTC was 3,200, guys, 3,200, 3,400, in that range. Most people have been calling for what, you know, 2,500, 1,800, you know, 800, whatever. We've been calling for 10k. Okay, we got to 5k. We've been calling for what, 14k. We got 14k on the dot, guys. And I told you, like on the 25th, 14k was the easiest target to reach, guys, and I showed you why. And then we got 14k on the dot, minus 30 points, but it is okay. So I'm very bullish on XRP. Even if XRP dropped like to 30 cents, man, honestly, I'm looking for XRP to drop like to 30 cents, honestly, all right? But it doesn't mean it's gonna get that. If XRP dropped to 30 cents, it's just gonna give me an opportunity to buy more, you know? You gotta be greedy when this market is, you know, selling off, man. Come on, you gotta be greedy. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing on the chart, right? But don't take my personal greed and my personal, you know, attachment to the price affect, you know, how you're gonna be buying. I'm just telling you how I feel. If XRP gets to 30 cents, I'm be happy. All right. It's just like you. If BTC gets to 10k, you're gonna be happy, right? So keep that in mind. But that's just my personal greed. It's nothing to do with the chart. All right. Don't get it confused. Don't go and say send crypto, say XRP gonna go to 15 cents. I just like to stay with the chart because, you know, fundamentals is going to be a lot of FUD. Most people don't like XRP and stuff like that. You know, at some point I didn't like XRP until, you know, I did my research. But just I like to stay with the chart. And then I know XRP has a great community. The fundamentals, you know, is pretty much great, you know. I'll try to stay as much with the chart and not to be a FOMOing because, you know, some banks going to be using XRP. All right, so because it affect like how you buy and sell, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like just like last Sunday when most of the banks, you know, were in like a maintenance, you know, most people have been like you know, FOMOing about XRP. But I was like, just you know, the chart is not saying we're going to be breaking out. Just don't FOMO. All right. And FOMO. Yeah, but you gotta think about it, guys. XRP being up, like if you do the math, like from January 2017 up to now, XRP is more than what, almost what, let's go back to XRP USD. Let's go on Poloniex. Okay, it is probably more than 50x, but let's just verify it. I'm just gonna call it a day very shortly. We take a look at this XRP USD. Just from like a June. You can't even see it on the chart because those prices, you know, like a February 2017, right? XRP is still like what, almost like 5,000% up, guys. Okay, that's 5,000% up since like January 2017, guys. It is 5,000% up. So that's still like 50x, guys. If you bought XRP like 2.5 years ago, you still like 50x your money. It's just like if you bought BTC 2 years ago, you're still up like what, you know, 400%, guys. So you got to keep that in mind. XRP, if you're looking for the short term, you're gonna be fooled. Okay, you're gonna sell all your XRP even at, you know, 30 cents. But it is 50x. If you're looking for the next 2.5 years, okay, that's even too long. If you're just looking for like the next 6 to 8 months, you could 10x your money on XRP. But if you just decide like to sell your XRP at 30 cents, 35 cents, I mean, you're gonna be mad. Like, you're gonna be really disappointed when XRP hit like $10. Because I know most people are not waiting for. I wasn't waiting for XRP to hit like even $1 back in 2017, guys. When I first like start buying XRP, like, you know, just by like 20 cents, 28 cents. I wasn't expecting XRP to hit $1. So you just have to keep that in mind, because XRP was up so much that time. You know, going to $1 would be like incredible. So I was like, man, you know. But the same thing gonna be happening just about this area. You're gonna see XRP up like crazily, and then you're gonna be amazed, and you're gonna be like, oops, that's, you know, because BTC is not gonna be going up forever. BTC is not gonna be going up forever, and then as not like, you know, BTC is topped out. You know, those BTC value gonna go, you know, in the top coins. They're not gonna go like, you know, like top 50 coins. I mean, not 50, but top 1,000 coins, stuff like that. You know, number 1,000, number 2,000 coins. Those, they're gonna pump, but you gotta think about number 3, number 2. They're gonna pump first, okay? And then if you go back to the chart, also XRP start pumping like I think like the first week of December, right? November, like the first week of December, 2 weeks before BTC tapped out, okay? 2 weeks, because BTC tapped out like on the 17th, right? 2017, I think like December 17th, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. So, and then it pumped like for only 30 days, guys. 30 days. Yeah. So let's go back to BTC, and then I'm gonna finalize the live stream. So let's go to the lower time frame. So when you take a look at the lower time frame, we're not getting any on the Heiken Ash. We're not getting any sign of reversal yet. But on the regular candle, it is showing like we could be pushing higher. But I like the Heiken Ash better, because it gives you better. It is kind of slow, but if you understand it, you could be anticipating you know, a lot. But we're dropping now. It is just about 12K. But let's see what type of reversal pattern we're gonna get this from this area, okay? Like from this area, we could get this, that, right? Just to complete this ABC correction, the first ABC correction, all right? And then another push just by this area, all right? But we're pretty much bearish. We could be bearish for the next 5 to 7 days at the most, I think, right? And then we could pick up some steam from like a low 10K to a mid 10K, all right? So we talked about it since the 27th, guys, 28th. So we talked about it long time ago, guys, long time ago. So, because you're gonna expect your C wave to be any longer than your A wave, just like this area, guys, just like this area. You see, your C wave is just about 5-wave structure. You know, it's longer than your. It's not a 1-to-1 extension. It is it is almost a 1-to-1 extension, but when you visualize it, it's gonna look longer. But it is almost 1-to-1 extension. So let's see. You got your A. We're expecting A wave to be just about at 11 and 4. Yep, 1-to-1 extension going to be just about this area. All right, just about 10-4. Okay, 10-4. So, but we just have to complete the A wave, because we cannot be calling for any random numbers just like that. Let's complete the A wave first, and then we can target B and then target C. It'll be easier than to go like with randomness. Okay, but let's get the A wave first. All right, as soon as we get the A wave, we can target our B wave and then our C wave. So, but 4 hours is not looking. It is not looking good at all. It is not looking good. So, take a look at the daily again. on the daily, you know, like just about 12 hours ago, I told you guys the daily, you know, looking bearish. But I told you guys, if you go watch that live stream, we said exactly the daily is making the daily is bearish. Okay, we're making a flat correction just about this area, and this flat correction could be pushing to the downside. That's exactly what we say. But when you go to the 4 hour, I say like the 4 hour is looking bullish. Okay, it was looking bullish. All right, the 4 hours was looking bullish, but the daily was looking bearish. Okay, I told you guys, because we got this inverse head and shoulder, right? We got this inverse head and shoulder. A retest of it pushed it upside, and I said like wait for the 4 hour. We retested it, but the 4 hour could turn very bearish very shortly within the next 12 hours. That's what we talked about exactly. If you go watch my previous live stream, it is only like maybe 10-15 minutes long. I can't remember, but that's what we talked about exactly, guys. Because you gotta pay clear attention, guys, to these details. You gotta pay clear attention. You go back to the daily. Okay, I told you BTC gonna be could be repeating this pattern just about this area. Okay, just about this area. It is gonna repeat this pattern, and if you want to repeat this pattern, you could anticipate BTC to replicate this flat correction. Okay, this flat correction you got in this area, it is the same flat correction you could be anticipating in this area. So we're pretty much bearish, guys, pretty much bearish down to 10K. All right, so take a look at it. Right, that's the same flat correction, guys. That's the same flat correction. We called for this flat correction before even, you know, like when, like on the 7th, guys. On the 7th, I said like we could get this flat correction as further sell off, but most people don't pay attention. Okay, when the market is green, everybody want to keep buying, but you got to anticipate like you know, at least 24 to 48 hours what could happen, right? So you're gonna be ready. So if you've been following the channel, at least you know we've been waiting for 13K to get some rejection. All right, because this is not a corrective move to push to the upside. All right, it is a corrective move to drop to the downside. So, but most people, they don't pay attention. All right. All right. All right. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day, and then hopefully we're gonna see some interesting thing within the next 12 hours, and I'm gonna go live. All right, I'm gonna go live. All right, thank you for watching.